Hello, ladies. So, sorry about the snafu yesterday. I don't know if anybody even saw me live. It was really awkward. I'm like talking to my phone like this outside because it's so beautiful, and I look over and I see my neighbors across the street talking to each other. Hey, girl, yay! I see my neighbors talking to each other, staring at me. I'm like, oh gosh, they're probably like, what is she doing? And one of them's like a 90-year-old guy, so he has no idea what I'm doing with technology. Anyways, and all of a sudden he like starts walking over, and I feel something out of my peripheral, and I look over, and he's like walking in my driveway, and I'm like, hello, kind of in the middle of something, but he just didn't faze him at all. He just kept talking to me, so I just ended up closing out of the video. So, anywho, so I don't know if anybody's gonna join me. It's kind of, you guys didn't know about it, other than Candace, obviously. So I'll just get talking. So I wanted to talk about connecting with people. So I've been promising this video to you guys for a while, so my apologies. Life's been a little bit crazy. But connecting with people and kind of how to go about it. So in the file section on the Lipstick Diva page, on this page right here, my window's down, I did put some scripts in there. So they're just scripts that I've used personally and have helped me to get team members. So those are just good to use once you connect with people, once you build that relationship. So it's very important to not go into this thinking that it's a sprint. It's more of a marathon. You have to build that rapport with people. You have to connect with them. You have to make them feel comfortable with you. And that takes some time, you know? I mean, some people might be quicker than others, just depending on who they are. But truly, truly connecting with people, I think my phone's too heavy for my stand, takes effort. It takes work. And unfortunately, a lot of people go into this business thinking that all they have to do is a few posts here and there, and people will come flocking to them. And unfortunately, that's just not how it is, especially if you don't have a big following already. So you have to every single day, friend 3 to 5 people. I typically do way more than that. It's just completely up to you. So what I do is I'll go into my friends pages. I'll find their friends dang it, whatever, we're gonna leave it. I'll find their friends that I'm not friends with, that look like people that I might like to have on my team, and I'll friend them. And then if they accept, I will message them and I'll say, hey Candace, thanks for the ad. I hope you're having a good week so far. I try to look at their page and see something that might be a genuine compliment, like if their kids are really cute, like, oh my God, your daughter is so precious, how old is she, to kind of ask a question to get them going, or compliment, like this girl I started a long conversation with the other day, and I just said that I really liked the spelling of her name, because I did, it was really unique. And so that just kind of, you know, oh, thank you so much, you know, blah, 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 got the conversation going. It's really not that hard. I do have some people, because I know some people are like, oh, I don't really feel comfortable friending my friends, but why? I mean, wouldn't you feel more uncomfortable friending people that you have nobody in common with? I've gotten some weirdos doing that. That's what I did in the beginning. I friended a lot of people that I had nobody in common with, and they were like, I feel like they were fake profiles. But anyways, so that's what I do. And then if they come out, in my message, if they're like, because I get a couple of these, you know, they're like, do I know you? And I'm just like, oh no, but Facebook suggested you. I mean, that's a fib, but whatever. Facebook suggested you because we had so-and-so in common, so I figured why not? Simple as that. And they're usually accepting of it. They're usually like, oh, okay. And Candace, I think are you the one who wanted me to talk about connecting with people? If so, I can't remember. If so, if I'm not hitting on anything specific that you wanted to know, let me know. What else? So do that. So it's very important to friend people, 5 people a day. It's very important to be consistent on social media. I feel kind of like a broken record on these videos to you guys, but it is so important. Like, I have a couple of you working this business hard and being very successful at it. Candace, you are one of them, as you know. But I have some of you who are not. Some of you, I don't know if it's because you feel stuck or you're not quite sure what to do, but that is why plugging in to not only this page, because there are some resources here, but definitely the Girl Boss Squad. When this gets bigger, this will be our main page. But definitely the Girl Boss Squad. Look at what Elena's posting. She's awesome at this stuff. She knows what she's talking about. She's built a $100,000 team in 4 months. Crazy. And she's about to hit Countess. I mean, learn the ranks, learn the products, download the product knowledge guide. Don't just feel like, oh, I'm going to post a couple times in my beauty group and that's it. I'm not going to reach out to people. I'm not going to get to know people. I'm not going to invite more people into my group or get conversations going, because it takes more effort than that, especially if you want to build a team. If you just want to make some retail sales here and there, that's probably fine. But I'm more so talking to my people who want to build a business, because you cannot sit on your butt and not take in the training that's provided to you and implement it and feel like you are going to be successful. That's when people get frustrated and they drop off, because they're like, well, here it's not what I thought, and I'm trying and it's not working. It's because point blank, you're not trying. I'm just got to be real with you. You're not. I know, because I used to do that. I'm not trying to be mean. I used to do that in my old business. I wasn't trying, and I didn't understand why I wasn't being successful. It wasn't until I got into this. Yeah. Well, it's very, okay, so Candace, think about how I approached you about it. Okay. So we had been talking for some time, a few days maybe, and I felt a connection. I felt like you were a really down-to-earth, cool person to talk to. And so when I asked you, first of all, I did voice memo. I think that's a big deal. But if you can't, you can't. It's not a big deal. I've recruited people not doing voice memo. But when I asked you, I used one of the scripts that's in the Diva page, because I didn't want to change it every time. I wasn't trying to use a script to be like fake. It was just something that made me comfortable to use, that sounded like me, that I didn't have to rewrite every single time. So it was just the, I have this part-time, work from home beauty business. It's makeup and skincare. And I don't know if you'd be interested in something like this, but I just feel like I have to share it with you. I don't even remember exactly what I said. So I'm trying to think. I used it so much in the beginning, and it's been a little bit for me. I've been trying to focus on sales too, so I've been trying to balance that a little bit. What did I say? So, okay. So like, hey Candace, I'm not sure if you'd be interested in something like this, but I've enjoyed talking to you. I work from home part-time with a beauty business that's makeup and skincare, and I was just wondering if I sent over a short 20-minute webinar that goes over the company, the business opportunity, and successes on our team, would you watch it? And I never used that kind of terminology before until Elena and Josie had said, like, always say, like, if I, would you? Because it's saying, I'm not going to give this to you until you commit to me and tell me that you will watch it. It's not like, here's a video. I'm going to let you watch it on your own time. Let me know when you watch it. Get back to me, whatever. And a little part of me was kind of like, okay, I don't know. I feel like it might work. It might not. I really don't know, but I'm going to listen to them because they know what they're talking about. They're successful. And so I did it. And honestly, using that same script, I ended up recruiting 6 people to my team in 3 weeks. 6 people that I felt a connection with. So you want to feel like you have a connection with them, because if you don't, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because if you feel like, I don't really like them, but they seem interested, so I'm just going to, have them on my team. And you can do that, but I know from experience that it's a little more challenging that way. So it's all up to you. But yes, Candace, that's what I do. So especially if you're talking to them and you're really getting a good relationship going, definitely throw that in. If you guys feel comfortable and you've been talking for a while and it gets to that point, even if it doesn't naturally flow, you're just like, okay, so I've been thinking about this. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I work from home part-time. Make it very casual. Not like that is why you have been talking to them. But even if, like, talking to them for just a little bit of time before you bring that up, and getting to like personal life, their kids, their family life. I had a very in-depth conversation with a girl the other day. She's a part of another company, but she shared a lot of personal stuff with me, and it was amazing because it made me feel like, wow, you really feel comfortable with me enough to share this with me, and you know me for 5 minutes online. So I feel like people are more willing to join you even after a short while. It's not like you have to talk to them for weeks and weeks and weeks before that happens. Especially because I feel like they're getting hit every single day with cold messages. And so to have somebody who actually approaches them and gives a shit about what they do in their life, who their family is, just cares about them, makes all the difference in the world, because you're not just another person on their social media who's messaging them, wanting to sell them stuff or wanting to recruit them off the bat without asking them a question about themselves. So we have the upper hand in that. And that is why that is so huge. That is why our training is so huge. Attraction marketing and connecting with people. We're in network marketing. We need to network. We need to meet people. That's just all a part of the game. And it is for some people, and some people it's not. But I'll tell you what, the people who have been in direct sales for a long time and they're not seeing success, is I guarantee they're not implementing these tools. They're not. Attraction marketing is huge, 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 huge. And so is connecting with people and not spamming, not cold messaging, all that good stuff. So connecting with people should be your number one, and then it would just naturally flow. So just make sure you're friending people daily. You're messaging them when they accept your request, and just kind of trying to get that conversation going. Some might not be as open to it. That's okay. Don't force it. Just put them on your list to check back in their group or in their Facebook profile and start liking and commenting on their posts. Don't force the conversation in Messenger just so that you're like, okay, just have a conversation with me so I can recruit you already. Some people aren't going to be open to that just yet. That's fine. Just get to know them more. And that just means you have a little more work to put in for that person. And think of it more like, you don't want everybody. You don't. You want people who are going to be business builders. If that's your goal, is to recruit and grow this as a business, you want business builders. So, I think a lot of times in the beginning, people just recruit. I'm going to take anybody. And you really want to kind of weed through some of that and find the people who want to work this as a business. And some might say they do at first and then drop off. That's okay. I just think in the long run, it's going to be easier for you to find your 5 strong people who are going to recruit and then teach their people to recruit, and then you're set. So just find your 5 strong people, connect with people on a daily basis. It's really not that hard. Like I said, my recruiting's kind of slowed just a little bit, but that comes. You just have to kind of go with the flow with direct sales. It's not always going to be, rainbows and sunshine. It's going to have peaks and valleys. It's going to have great weeks, and it's going to have really crappy weeks. It's just all a part of it. July was slamming for me. I did amazing in July as far as recruiting goes. And then this last month, it's kind of slowed, but that's okay. That is going to happen. What you do this month is going to pay off next month. So just make sure that you are connecting with people and you're sharing the opportunity, and you are posting on your Facebook page 2 to 3 times a day. I would say no more than 3. Some people say like 5, but I think that's too much. But it all depends. Some days I post more than that, just whatever. But try to keep it a mix, a good balance of your life and then your business. So post pictures of your kids, post pictures of your friends and family at a cookout, and then your next post be like, oh my gosh, I just paid my car payment thanks to this amazing company. You can don't straight up lie, but like you can embellish a little bit. You want to attract people to your business. And if you're feeling like, well, I don't really have any successes, talk about, did you just make a sale? Talk about that. You don't have to get specific. Just be like, oh my gosh, this company is so amazing. A sale today just helped me pay part of my car payment, or whatever it is. But you can embellish a little bit and just kind of get people intrigued. That's the whole point of attraction marketing. It's not join my team, $55. It's saying what it's doing for you, because you want people to be like, wow, that is doing this, she's doing this good in this company, then there must be something to it. I want to see what it's about. It is what it is. Attraction marketing is the way to go. Everybody who's successful in direct sales, I guarantee if you ask them, they use attraction marketing. I've seen it on YouTube. Oh, see, there you go. That's freaking awesome. And Lula ain't cheap. So go Candace. See, it's just the little things. It's not like you had to buy a car or a house with it. Shoot, no, it's the little successes, the little victories. Just whatever. It does not matter what it is. If it means something to you, and if it made it so you didn't have to pull out of your savings, or your husband didn't have to pay for it, or whatever, it's a victory. If it's, if it helped you pay for anything at all, it's a victory. So celebrate those, share those stories. I promise you, as long as you're consistent, it will pay off. But you cannot be inconsistent and wonder why you're not getting sales or you're not getting recruits. Okay? So be consistent on social media daily. And, some days, like, I think it was Friday. I think it was Saturday. One of the days I didn't post at all. There's days like that. I mean, I'm just like, there's nothing going on, and I'm not just going to post a stupid thing, me sitting on the couch, every day. But some days, most days I do. So you just want to be as consistent as you can. Post a couple times a day, connect with people on a daily basis, and really strive to hit a power hour. So what that is, I don't know if that's kind of like a universal thing in direct sales, but Beachbody was pretty big in it. And a lot of, like, I was in Beachbody, Elena was in Beachbody, her upline Josie was in Beachbody, and Josie's upline Heather was in Beachbody. So a lot of these tools have been passed down from Beachbody, which had good training. So power hour is if you really struggle with time management, or you're like, I don't really know where to start, maybe for a half hour, focus on your beauty group and adding people to that and getting people engaged in that, doing live videos in that, a shot to stock, whatever. And then for the other half hour, focus on connecting with people and recruiting. On a daily basis, do that. So then it's in your head, you're just like one focused, 100% focused hour a day. Anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Instead of feeling like it's scattered and you don't know where to begin, just focus 1 hour a day. I promise it'll help. I'm here for you ladies all the time. But like I said, I don't have time, unfortunately, to hold your hands. Like, I'm here for you. I want you guys to be successful, and I know you have it in you to be successful. But you have to want it, and you have to work for it. I can't do the work for you. So I can tell you the tips and tricks, so can Elena. But Elena sure as hell ain't doing the work for me. I'm learning from her, and I'm implementing, and I'm being successful, just like, people like Candace, who's on with me right now, is doing the same. So I'm here for you, but I won't hold your hand. I refuse to. It's your business. So if you're willing to put in the work, then you're going to be successful with this, okay? The other thing I wanted to talk about too, but I almost forgot, was the 300 PV. So September is a couple weeks from being done, and our 300 PV special will be gone. So what this is, if you're not sure, is that you place a 300 PV order at one time. It's not a cumulative like it usually is throughout the month, but one 300 PV order in one order, and you get 50% off. It's usually 40%. You have to hit 750 PV to get 50% normally. So this is huge. This is going to be so big for sharing with other people, and getting team members, or getting people to, or just getting yourself more commission. I mean, 50%, that's, you spend $300, you sell it for $600. That is $300 in pure profit. So it's a good marketing tool. It's a good way to get out there and be like, hey, do you want 50% commission? Which is the highest that I have ever seen in direct sales. Across the board. And I mean, even at our 750, it's amazing, because 50% is 50%, right? Like, no other company that I know of has that. So, so that's a huge tool, because 750 is kind of a scary number, People are like, I don't have $750 in my back pocket right now. You know what I mean? So having that 300 and saying you will make your money back plus $300 is a turn on. So use that, use it. You have 2 more weeks to use that to your advantage, and hopefully get more team members with it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. So I hope you guys found that helpful. And if you have any other ideas for videos, or you guys have any thoughts, don't think you can't go live on the page too. If a thought hits you, or you had a good idea or whatever, feel free to go live on this page too. This is your page as well. So excuse me, it is really hot today. It is like 90 degrees out. It's crazy. So anyways, if you think of anything that you want me to go over, please let me know. I'd be happy to. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you later.